Alright, hello. I have no idea how this setup sounds, but we should be back. And we should be back to set up how we usually would on streaming for Twitch. That was a terrible sentence. Alright, how are we doing today? Let's take a look. So yeah, I'm using a new interface. I said this yesterday on the YouTube stream. I'm using a new interface that I got for Christmas. And I have yet to use it set up with my 3DS. And 3DS capture cards. So do let me know if anything needs tweaking. It looks like I made it slightly louder than it was yesterday on the interface. But it looks like it should be fine. Every now and then, if I talk too loudly, it is clipping just a little bit, so I think we're fine for now. Anyways, how are we doing today? Right, so... Now I think I actually street passed with myself because I was talking to Lord Soup. It didn't even work! I street passed with my other 3DS, and the only other Mario Kart 7 cartridge I've had in that, or at least recently, was this one. And, it didn't even work. He was like, no, you can't street pass with yourself. Well, okay then. So, we're at 7,950. We've already collected 10,000 coins, so now the task is to get to 10,000 VR and finally finish our golden set for this game, and that will be where we are done. So, let's see if we can... I'm pretty sure we could quite comfortably get to 8,000 today, and then we'll be able to go from there. So let's see if we can get into a worldwide, shall we? Alright, anyone online first of all? Nope. That's cool. Nobody from my competitors are even on here. That's kind of interesting. So, I guess we'll go and try and find someone then. Obviously going to be repping the Golden Glider now because that's our newfound treat that we grinded so hard to do. And I can finally race without properly, you know, going out of my way to collect coins. I do love seeing that on the audio meter. Usually with the icicle, you would see that there was a tiny buzz. You would still see there's something there, but when I go silent on here, completely cuts it off. Absolutely nothing. That's fantastic. I love that. Alright. Of course, the sensitivity is quite high. So, you can hear the reverb in the rest of the room if I talk loud enough. And you can also hear anything else happen as well, like I'm just rubbing my arm slightly. You can kind of see that picking up in there. Whew, he's thrown me into the deep end today. These people are all in like 2,000 VI above me. Well, hopefully it's not too much for people to not get in. Fingers crossed. This time I will keep an eye on the clock before the race starts. It just looks like we're going with 07 today. Yep, 07 it is. Awesome. Right, let's go. Hey Vanna! And hello Atom! How are you doing? I'm amazed that I'd read both those recognize both those names in mid-race. Oh no. That's interesting. I got it before me. That guy's trolling on purpose. Beautiful. I'm doing a horrendous job at driving at the moment. Well, the bill actually hits those things. There you go. Told you. Hello, Owl. Can I join the races? You can, but I'd have to add you. My friend code and everything. So if you just go and if you're okay with doing that stuff, you just need to add that. Give me your FC and I'll add you back and you can join the races. That DK is a troll. Don't know what he's doing in this room. Is he the guy with the really high VR, I assume? Just randomly trolling about. On the invite to Mario Kart 7 Lounge, we're doing going to do an FFA tourney on the 9th of January. I assume that's aimed at Vanna. Let's vote that, shall we? Me as well. I don't usually take part in tournaments specifically. But thank you for inviting me, I guess. I would hate to know how well I would do as well. Not very, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I don't need to go out my way for the coins anymore. Ah, crap. Ah. Oh, that was not the item I wanted. Ah. I'm doing terribly. So we can change that now, shall we? Fingers crossed. Hi, Sean. Whoa. Why? Hope I don't mess this up like I did in the past. Oh. I don't know why I slowed down there. Cool. Lord Soup, what are you doing? Why did you do that? With Prime Gaming? I've not heard it being called that before. When on earth was it Prime Gaming? Well, thank you for that. You did not have to do that. And thank you for calling me terrible on stream. Also, hello Kareem. Sorry I completely missed you there. How are you today? Yes, how are you, Lord Soup? How are you doing? Why on earth did you decide to do that? But thanks, I guess. Lupin 3 has the actual Max VR. I don't think you know, Sean. When do you think 3DS and Wii U servers will shut down? Hopefully never. Because we got I believe they're running on the same servers as the Switch. Actual Nintendo servers. So unless Nintendo decide to randomly shut those down, I think we've got them forever. Yeah, this room seems a little bit stubborn at the moment. Vanna barely managed to get in, or spectating. Hopefully you'll be able to get in as well, Kareem. Jeez, my voice. Damn it. Must have been a tad too early. At least I tried, I guess. Cool. My parents have Amazon Prime TV or whatever, so I should probably not waste it. Well, then you shouldn't have given it to me! But thank you, I guess. Hey, Nils here. Sweet. Now the games really begin. Hopefully he doesn't get targeted by the troll. You wouldn't consider it a waste, are you sure? You literally make concept art of me just shouting at shit. Just yelling at a goddamn stable. No, I don't feel like anyone should pay to see that. Still have to try and determine what season it is on the track. If it adds a third compass wind direction thing, then I'll be able to. I'm more in the mindset that it's early morning in winter though, even if the trees are green. I'm gonna get counted out of bounds. Yeah, there you go. Do a stable stream. I do not have a stable to stream. I don't think this build's going to work correctly, is it? Nah, it's going to go around that way. Oh, of course that would happen. Well, GG to that guy. Doesn't have to be your stable. I hope it wouldn't even. I wouldn't even have a stable. Sean, why are you watching the stream upside down? Back to front. Side to side. Squished and stretched. Kareem is here at long last. My goodness. Have we been to 8,000k yet? 8,000k? It's 8 million VR. Have we been there yet? Have we been to 8k yet? I did not pay attention in the race beforehand. I feel like we did. Also, I'm going to have 2 after 8s because I'm greedy and it's after 8. Oh, I picked up 3. Okay, well, I have 3 then. I wanted to try landing the snipe on somebody. Oh yeah, I always forget about this. I tried slowing him down. I still got 3rd for it though, at least. Justin did get a 0.1 on point 3. Justin did get a 0.1 on MC3, yep. He tied Vincent's first 0.1 as well, I believe. Step 1, find the nearest stable. Step 2, stream it. Step 3, profit. I don't think I'll profit from that at all. Like, in what universe would I profit from that? I guess it would mean I'll make your Prime sub more worthwhile. Huh. How lucky is that? Oh, Kareem's making predictions on the next track. Let's see if he's correct. DK Jungle is the next track pick. Everybody heard it here first. Oh boy. Let's go. a shit tunnel. Ah. Where is my banana going? Who wants a blue shell? No one. Okay. That answered that question then. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not going for that. I'll go for that instead though. Won't take greens, but I'll happily take a red. Just randomly like that. Oh, everybody's having a party down here. I'm pretty sure when I said that everyone's having a party around there, I'm pretty sure that was the troll stopping to troll people. And my red's got him before the end. So there you go. I got him! I'm never doing that again. Right. Now for the other one. A recreation of the stable image I made that would make my year. What the rest of this year. We've only got like 4 days or something, haven't we? Oh god, wow. We've 4 years left of 2020. I don't even know if that's a good thing. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I mean, I kind of hate it because we're close approaching to a year since I last had a proper life outside the house. And I don't like that concept. 4 years left to 2020. It's not ending. It'll carry on. It's like, I don't know if anyone's seen the meme where there's a picture of someone who's super excited for something. And he's like got a happy face, and then it has a picture. It shows the picture of him reacting to it with a happy face, and then there's another picture, and then it shows him reacting to it with like a shocked face. Like a what face sort of thing. And I remember seeing it once where it was like 31st of December 2020, 11:59, 11:58 or something. 11:59, 58 seconds left of 2020, and it was the guy smiling, and then the clock showed in the next picture 11:59, and it was like 62 seconds. And the guy was just shocked. I don't know why. It's a horrible explanation of an image. But I found it amusing. What the hell was that? I got Aaron just lifted up to the side and to the right. God damn it. The 32nd of December. Oh my goodness. Wow. Is there a blue shell? Neil, hold it for me. Hold it for me, Neil. Thanks, Neil. All right. 2020 season 2. I really know. Oh, it's mirror mode. Oh my goodness. Don't usually see this a lot. God, why are you stuck there? God damn it. What is going on there? Wait, is someone already... How has someone already finished the race? Is that why everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Okay. Alex, what the hell did you do? I'm pretty sure he's added on Nil's friend roster or something as well. So... that's something we need to fix. Yeah, there we go. I don't blame Nil on that one. You used hacks, well, don't do that. No. let's leave that mess. Yes, you did. Well, you made Nil leave, and I'm following him. Please don't do it again. Oh yeah, you got that now. I wonder if I'll ever get more than one sub emote. If I get 3, then I'll put all of my rabbits on there, but... Is the room full again, is it? Sorry about that, Kareem. Yeah. Just a heads up, Alex. If you're going to hack again, Neil's going to remove you from his list if you do it one more time. Just a heads up. So I actually speak to you directly on my stream from here, so... That was really lucky. Now get down there, Toad. Go. All right. There you go. Good. Off goes that guy. I cannot time it correctly. I know I've done it before. I just need to figure out the timing for it. I will get it one day, I hope. It'll be like 2 races before I finally get to 10,000. Well. Somehow 5th? An awesome opportunity for him for the wait, what? What are you talking about? Silver's been here before. Racing with Nil. I'm pretty sure. Oh, crap, bed. That Luigi took half my green shells away. In fact, 2/3 of my green shells, actually. More than half. do much with that monster. What happened to Nil? Oh, there we go. Ah, oh dear. Ah, there's a star there, goddammit. Someone else is doing it now. Yeah. Well. Off we go again. Thanks, Rhino. Although this isn't the best it could be. My internet's been acting up, so I had to drop the bitrate recently. Cool. Hey, Alex, don't act as if you're in the innocent here. You're part of the innocent here. You did it first. Ah, what's gonna happen now? Let's take a look. Are we allowed to do any races today? It doesn't feel like we are. Time for sleep. 11:55. Yeah. I mean, if this is gonna keep happening, then there's no real point. What is the plan? Let's see what Neil says. Every time we get a hacker finisher, we go to a different room. It seems that way. Haven't got a good kip in 3 days. Yeah, that's life. I think I went to sleep at around 5ish. And I'd slept pretty well because I actually had dreams. I remember the dream that I actually had last night involved my friend Emma, so it was quite pleasant. Quite a deep dream, quite detailed as well, and it was a good one. I rarely ever have good dreams, so it was nice. I was happy about it. Your dreams are shit. Yeah, most of the time I'm on my own in my dreams. I don't know if I've ever told you about them, Lord Soup, but most of the time I'm just roaming around this empty space, like an empty housing estate or an empty industrial estate, or just in the woods or a field on my own. There was one time where I had one where I was on a train on my own, and you know sometimes how you have no one, well, pretty much all the time, if you're on a train at night, they keep the lights on inside the train, but obviously you don't need street lamps to light the track and everything like you do with a road with cars. So usually if you are on a train in the dark and the lights are on inside, you can't see out the window because it's too dark, so it's kind of just mirrored in on the inside. Now, I had a dream where I was on one of my local trains, but the lights on the inside of the train were off, so I could actually see outside of the train, and I could actually see everything in the dark, how it is. But I was also the only one on the train. So I wandered over to like the front cabin, and sometimes if you get on a train early enough at the station, if it's like pulled into one of those cut off platforms where it has to like, I guess, kind of go the way it came in to get back out. If you come in early enough and you sit in the correct place, you can actually see into the driver's cabin without the driver there. So I've been able to look into it, see what it's like, and in the dream it was the same. The cabin was empty, there was no one driving the train, so the train was just moving along these tracks just in the dark by itself, and I was the only one on there. But it was still making all the stops, which was even weirder. It would stop at the stations and there would be nobody waiting, so the train would stop as if it wanted to pick people up or let people off, and then it would just carry on. Such a weird thing to happen. And I got off the train, and then I was walking through the section of my town with where the train station is just completely empty. So all the car parks were empty for the station and the pubs near there, and the industrial estate which is nearby. That'd be the same. We do a 3DS friends list video. I already have. All the way back in 2015, I think. A long time ago. I might do another one, but I do not know. Anyways, what's going on now? 2020. Maybe. I don't know. I have no plans on doing a friends list soon. The only reason I'd probably do a friends list is if I am if I'm not doing anything with the friends list anymore. Because most likely what you get if I try recording a video and uploading who I have on a friends list, like with the 2015 one, you'll get people who stop by and being like, hey, could you add me on 3DS? Could you add me? Could you add me? Could you add me? Could you add me? Could you add... Literally, I had some guy commenting every day for like 2 weeks straight, just saying, can you add me? 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 That's all they did. They didn't even give me their FC or anything, so it was just a little irritating. Let's see, what else are we having on the dream stuff? I had a dream 2 nights ago where I got jump scared by small blue people. What? Oh my goodness. I had a dream where I met cartoon people. Oh my goodness. I can't do people that are not normal people. That's a weird statement out loud. Could play Moo Moo Meadows. I don't want to play Moo Moo Meadows, not right now. I think we're good to go. My dreams scare me, even the good ones. If I have a dream of any sort, like the one, have you ever had it with the dream where you actually get something that you really want to happen, and then you wake up and you realize it's a dream, and you're like, oh man, my life sucks. Because that's kind of what the last one did. Like I said, I remember it was a dream where I was in person with Emma, which I rarely get dreams with other people in them, and I've not seen Emma since March, so it's been a very long time. It was so nice to be there, and then I woke up and realized it was a dream, and I was like, oh, I'm so disappointed. Oh, it's not the first time as well. Every few months or so I've had dreams like that where I'm with someone, with people in person, again, after ages of being stuck without them in the lockdown. Or it did the same thing when I finished college and I had lots of friends and family that went off to university, where there'd be people who I hadn't seen for months, and I'd just be with them in person again in the dreams, and I'd wake up and I realize it's just like, ugh. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt today. Well, I didn't feel too bad. But like, in the past, it's literally just ruined the entire day. I had a dream last night where I saw a close friend I haven't seen in years. It's fucked me over the entire day. I feel like shit, yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. There was another one. What was it? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of these, but this one's probably one of the worst ones. I had a dream where last year there was a really, how can I describe this? I'm pretty sure you're already aware of my travel anxiety, Lord Soup, which last year, for the most part, it was what I took out on myself to be what limited me for not seeing Bradley or traveling places, because I really wanted to, but I just couldn't get myself in gear in time to do certain things. And there was one night specifically where I was just all over the place with my timing. I turned up to volunteering late. I turned up to the station to go into the studio afterwards late. And so I turned up at the studio barely on time. I had to skip eating at the station. Usually I'd arrive like an hour in advance so I could stop at the cafe and eat something and, you know, recuperate before getting to the station. I had to just run straight over to the studio. Barely made it. Thankfully had some decent music, but I'm pretty sure Emma wasn't there, so it wasn't as upside as it was beforehand. And then when I got back to the station, I had to walk back by myself in the rain, and I missed the train. And I had to just anxiously call my dad to tell him that. And then I had to take the train, catch the train to the town next door to mine, so that my dad came to get me in the car from that station. And I got home. It just felt so miserable. And I wrote down, I'm pretty sure I wrote in a message to Bradley on Discord that I was just so upset by the fact that, like, me not being comfortable with the trains and everything was probably going to limit us seeing each other for years and years, and I just hate myself for it and all that stuff. I wrote a massive paragraph about it, just completely eating into myself over this. And to top it all off, the dream that I had that following night, me and Bradley were with each other in person. It just annihilated me the next day. I physically felt sick. It was disgusting. It's one of the worst I had, if not the worst. And just to top it all off, to top it all off, that was it. I don't know why I said to top it all off again. It's not the first time I've had that. I think I've had it at least 3 times get that bad, but yeah. Time management gives me anxiety, especially related to transport. Buses and trains are so unreliable. Buses specifically, oh my god, you have no idea. There was a time when I was supposed to take the bus home from volunteering, I think sometime last year. The bus, and I don't know how, if you've been to like an actual bus station where, or anything, Lord Soup, but usually for mine, you would get, there's like a little bus layover where you can sort of see them parked up next to an embankment, and then they'll drive back round and then come into the actual sort of bus station area, literally like little driveways for them to drive up on. Well, the bus, I won't say the number bus just in case people could track me down or whatever, but the specific bus that I had to catch back home, it came in, I watched it come in, and it sat in this little embankment and just stayed there. And it passed the time where it was supposed to come round and drive and pick up everybody. And then it passed half an hour after that, and it was sat there. It was sat there and I could see it, but it never came to pick up anybody. And I had a goddamn meeting. I had a meeting scheduled when I got home as well. Oh, I was so anxious. It was horrible. It just sat there. It was just sat there. It just didn't drive round. All the things you could think would happen. It just did that. Oh, awful. Anyways, what else happening? I've had so many shit dreams lately that I honestly don't want to go tonight. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think my insomnia had been so bad at points that I'd take a shit dream over just not sleeping. Still. And although it can upset you with a good dream when you wake up and you find out it's not real, especially like last night's one was, that was one of the better ones. And it did feel a bit more compassionate as well, which was nice. Who knows what's going to happen? I get attacked by another army of small blue people. Yeah. I've had a ton of awful experiences on buses in secondary school. Oh god, don't get me started on the buses in secondary school. Not necessarily the buses, as much as it is the people on the buses. Of course, awful experiences. Right. What are you doing? I was waiting to see what Nil's planning to do with this worldwide stuff. He's sorting something out. Oh, he did message me. Okay, so he wants me to join a worldwide. Hopefully we can find one. Let me tell him now. All right. No one specifically out of place in this room, so that's good. Some guy I knew cracked his head open on a metal bar because the bus driver was driving a bit reckless. That is terrifying. I know. There was this was never done when we were in school, but one of the bus drivers, okay, when I was like in early secondary school, one of the bus drivers was actually my like a girl in my tutor's uncle, and the girl was all right with me actually. She would come up to the bus stop, and whenever she would talk to her uncle, she would also say hello to me if she saw me at the bus stop waiting. You know, one of those, the few nice people that you get in secondary school, who are just wanting to be the best for everybody. It's quite nice. But yeah, their uncle drove the bus, and me and my friend got to sit right up at the front. Because of that, and we were able to talk to him, and there was one story he said where they had to actually fire someone from driving the double-decker coaches that they used because they were a bit reckless, and they were actually driving down a road once which had quite low-hanging branches, and they were going so quickly. So you know how, I don't know if you've ever been on a double-decker bus where they go down a road where the branches may be sitting a little bit low, and they kind of just bonk on the top window. Well, as he was going a lot quicker, the top window smashed. Because he was just going so fast down the road, the tree branches overhanging it, and it just showered the people sitting on the top floor with glass. Not too surprising he lost his job. No, unfortunately we weren't able to sit with the good driver for a very long time. He was only there for like the first year or two. Why the hell is this hitbox so big? It's like an MC3 wall, I swear to God. That screwed my entire race over. What was I saying? Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get that bus driver for the entire year. Not the entire year, the entire school run. The secondary school changed a lot about everything. There was there was a bus driver who kicked who genuinely like, well, not like physically threw a student off the bus, but like genuinely just made them get off the bus, took their pass away and let them get off somewhere at the side of the road somewhere. I also didn't see this bus driver again after a long time. I let someone press the emergency button, and I think they had a genuine reason to press the emergency button. Like, they weren't just fucking about. There's actually something that had happened. And the emergency button stopped the bus. And this bus driver just got unreasonably mad and kicked them off the bus. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll read what you said there after this race. Or now. Never mind, I didn't quite get that. Why have I still got this piece of crap? Go away, goddammit. Okay. Worst part is that the driver wouldn't stop the bus. What, so whenever there was a allocated stop for students to get off, he would like not properly stop it. Just let them jump out the moving vehicle. That would be a whole new level of just really shit bus driver. We had this driver who would constantly swear at all the traffic. It was funny, but also pretty scary at the same time, yeah, because you never know what he's going to do. I think both the events I mentioned happened in Year 7. The one where the guy got kicked off the bus because of pushing the emergency button, that was Year 7. And the bus driver was swearing and everything then too. Not setting a good example, that's for sure. Right, we got Nil and Kareem back. Let's see if we can carry on these remaining races with no interruptions. I know Mario was ahead of me and the red shell came from behind me, I'm pretty sure. Nice! I did it! How on earth did I get that lead? Also, go Nil. You can do it. Get second. We can top 2. I think he did it. Let's hope he did. Can't tell. Sweet. What Lord Soup said here. My friend who cracked his head open, the bus driver wouldn't stop the bus. I see what you mean. That's worse. He had the attitude of a I don't give a shit that you cracked your head open. That is terrible. There was blood all on the back seats of the bus, and it took them 6 months for them to remove the stains. I shit you not. Well, I'm pretty sure blood does stain quite deep, doesn't it? So not too surprising, but Jesus Christ, that's not a nice reminder to see whenever you got on the bus. And hello, Frank. Sorry you had to stop by on that conversation. New to your channel, how are you? I'm fine, I think. We had a bit of a run-in with a couple of trolls and a couple of hackers on this game, so I think otherwise we are good in this room so far. No complaints whatsoever. Wow. You had the bus several times after that incident. incident. That's terrible. I'm pretty sure, at least with the bus that we had, the double-decker one, I told you, with the smashed out front window on the top deck, that was put out of action for like 2 weeks or something, and it was the one that my friend's uncle drove. There definitely wasn't any glass left when I went upstairs that I could see of, so... Oh god, that almost got me. I think it actually still would have. I think I probably didn't. No, no, oh. Ah, that one bomb ruined everything. It's the first Mario Kart I ever touched as a kid. I don't know whether you're saying that as a good thing or a bad thing, but as long as it gave you some nostalgia, I guess, being able to watch the races, then that's awesome. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this in there. Hello, Saichu. Mario Kart Wii was mine. Mario Kart Wii was mine as well. In fact, I'm mainly a Mario Kart Wii player. Although I'm not playing Mario Kart Wii at this moment. Or for a while. I can go this way now, I remember. I'm not collecting coins anymore, or at least going out my way to collect them, so I'm fine. Who's that there? Well, whoever they are, they hit me, so let's sort that one out, isn't it? Didn't it? Very badly done. Damn. I'm gonna lose. Where did I get this star from? It must have been from that guy's lucky 7 behind me, isn't it? That was lucky. Still got second, there you go. Managed to get 7k coins and get 3 best times on Shy Guy Bazaar and still haven't ever touched online. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I prefer Mario Kart Wii. I do too. This game feels a bit too rushed for me, and as I mentioned earlier, riddled with trolls and hackers in the wrong circumstances. But we're fine at the moment. Mario Kart Wii is definitely not guilty of that. by any means back in the day, but it's certainly protected now with the new WIMFI regulations, which is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. You can protect yourself from hackers in this game if you download CTGP7. That has an an anti-hack feature, which is nice. But neither me or Nil have that. Wow! I was definitely in the wrong place and the wrong time there. Do that there. No! Ah! Oh, I've not been lucky in this race at all. Oh, you're talking about this track's name. Sweet. Mario Kart Wii is unfinished if you are looking at aspects like Maple Treeway. Because that track was so unfinished it's upsetting, honestly. But this game is way more unfinished than that. Way more unfinished. Also, I can see that Bradley's in the room, and he's set his region to USA. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Well, they had different teams. According to Tom, they had different teams working on the translations from the Japanese version. So you had an American team translating everything for the American version of the game, and then you had the European team doing the same. But I think especially regarding this version of this Mario Kart, I think actually more of the American names are closer to the Japanese originals, I think. Wow, here we are in 8th. How are we going to get out of this one? If I can actually get a bill, I want to try something out on this track. I'm pretty sure it can go around the train track, can't it? These little streams. This rings. This is not good. That's not what I wanted. But I'll take it nonetheless. How is it unfinished? Maple Treeway, yeah. Are you kidding me? That track was blatantly not tested. Very blatantly not tested. Broken in more ways than you could have than any other track in the vanilla game. It's very custom tracky. Sure. No, I think the design could have worked if it was just built better. At least the just raw track layout, obviously. Yeah, well, GV is just very uninspired, I say. I feel like a lot more of a concept was down for Maple Treeway than for GV. GV's literally just like a rock pile in an orange juice. I don't think they intended for everybody to play like that. I think they intended for everybody to play more than one way. They didn't have a specific way that people were going to play the game. Hence why bikes were the overpowered option. In the end, or for the most part. Oh god. Okay, I'm not doing that weird bounce mistake again. I think I actually tricked that red shell by taking that turn quite tight and it just went off the edge and I just threw the green shells into each other. Where are you going? Oh, this is why drift and trick are not good ideas. But hey, that actually helped me more than it ruined me. Oh, you see what I mean? Don't do that again, you prick! Oh my god. Well, that was fun. That really annoyed me. There's another aspect of this game that I really hate. They didn't implement a proper drifting, tricking mechanic. You have to press the same button and it screwed me over twice there. Let's take a look. What else is going there? My time for Shy Guy Bazaar is 2 minutes, 12 seconds, 517 milliseconds. Not bad. Well, I don't actually know what a good time is there for that track, but well done, I guess, nonetheless. GV changes over time, which is pretty interesting twist. That's true. Plus, you can just ride around the rock, so if you don't give a shit about the track like me, then you can just be like, I don't want to play. I'm going around this rock. I really don't blame people for doing that in Worldwides, by the way. Just get that mess over and done with. Get it out of the way. Regular 8 or 8 Deluxe. What, is that as in what I prefer or what I currently play the most? That's a different one as well. I think 8 Deluxe is more refined regarding the online aspects. It's definitely a lot better for that and for like multiplayer and stuff like that. But if you want a time trial, then 8 on Wii U is where it's at. That's for sure. Also, that was very unkind. It's always the Metal Marios though. Always the Metal Marios. Always trust them doing that crap. Anyways, let's carry on. No, it just crashes. It didn't want to go that way. Maybe I should go that way a bit more. That actually wasn't very helpful. Ooh, this could be interesting. Battle mode gives it away. Wait, battle mode in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U? That was terrible. Hey, Soupblade, why are you red? How are you doing? Both Soups are now subbed. I'm pretty sure somewhere in there, while I was in the middle of a race, Leanne was calling me terrible. Somewhere in there. Ah, and I'm about to pull everything off the desk. How are you doing today? So I responded to you probably super late. I have two main reasons for loving Mario Kart 7 more than the others. One, because it was my childhood, and two, because the controls felt nice and responsive. They don't feel like that to me at all. But I can get the first one. I think that's why most people like their first Mario Kart the most. Most of my favourite games are blatantly unfinished. Good luck on the worldwide races, thank you. I actually kind of feel like GV... no rock or glitch. Even though it's a tad bumpy. Really? I mean, I don't like the rock hop, definitely. That's just disgusting that even exists. And the fact that the C2GP Expert Staff Ghost uses the rock hop in a, as the, Expert Staff Ghost is just disgusting. Oh, that almost took me off there. How did he get hit with 3 greens around him? I feel like that guy's standard cart because he's copying Nil. Because Nil never changes his combo. Whoa! That blue shell was eager to get in there. Say a Mario Kart 7 beginner, a good bazaar time would be 2 minutes 30 seconds. Alright. I believe GV is much improved in 8D. I don't care about it equally as much, to be completely honest. It just wasn't a great track to begin with, both by design and concept, so I just don't care. They picked really silly selection of tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from the Wii selection, in my opinion. Moo Moo Meadows works really well as they up the ante, but they just completely ruined the track. I don't think I need to go into any more detail about my opinions on that, because there's a lot of stream highlights that already do that for me. I'm literally losing my mind over the fact that there's a goddamn stable in the distance and that you can tell what season it is and what time of day it is on the track because of the little details that they've added in. And yet, you can try and do the shroom and it sends you off into the stratosphere. It's ridiculous. Can't really comment about Grumble Volcano or Mario Kart 8, but at least they took out the rock hole. So you don't have to cut across half the track and do that crap. Though it would be really interesting to see if Nintendo actually went with it. They implemented it in their Staff Ghost and everything and made it possible for you to get over there on 8 as well, but no. They were very no fun allowed when that game came out, it seems, because they completely cut off the turn skip in, what is it, Yoshi's Valley on the N64 thing. And even if they kept that in, like the way that they reduced the size of that turn from the original, I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Oh, thanks for that. For experts, a good time would be 2 minutes 15. Interesting. GB is kind of Mario Kart Wii in a nutshell. Shy Guy Bazaar's current world record is 202. That's huge then. That's a huge difference. I'm red because I want to be. Fair enough. The world record for Shy Guy Bazaar is 205. What are you looking at for that? I think the CTG piece Ghost does no stop as well. Oh, that's gross. I did it with stopping though. I beat that Ghost. I did it really quick stoppy, so it was the same way that I did BC3, you know, where I stopped, I completely slowed down, briefly charged a mini turbo, and sort of like, well, in the process of charging a mini turbo, but you just sort of do that like drift turn sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Standstill drift turn. You know what I mean. I don't know what the name is for it, but you know what I mean. I was doing that for BC3, and I did the same thing for GB. So I'd stop and do that. That's going off. Oh. Why did you throw that forward? I always take it too tight. I always take it too tight. Whoops. Anyways. I don't plan on learning Rock Hop anytime soon. I'm not good enough at the game for that. You could probably do it, Souplade. I mean, that's... I thought exactly the same thing. I thought I'd just be able to work away at 1 or 2 tracks, and eventually I was able to get to a state where I was able to get Expert Staff Ghost on, beat Expert Staff Ghost on all of them, which is nice. Right, what have we had already? We've had that. We haven't had that. We've had everything but Coco. Okay, well we're going to go. I'm going to choose that then. I grinded that track for a couple of hours to get the gold. Just blindly did the Rock Hop twice in a row. Still not sure how to constantly get it. Yeah, no, I have no idea either. And that was the purpose that Mr. Bean probably put that in or chose that as the ghost. Just so, you know, you could learn how to do the thing, apparently. Nope, don't have a clue. I just did it and moved on. That was it. That was the most I'm ever going to do it in my life as well. Oh god, I messed this section up. Here we go. That was a double backflip. I'm pretty sure thanks to the escalators I stayed in the same place. He did the same to me one race, so I do not feel bad about doing that at all. I think Neil's following me, isn't he? Like he's going the bottom route as well. I don't know. Still not. I'm guessing Nintendo doesn't delete any times for games like Mario Kart 7. I don't think they have a proper database system working for it at all. So if the fastest time you see on the database on your game is 2:05, then I have no idea who that could be. Whether it was a world record at one point in time or just a random time you happen to download. Who knows? Anyways, well, now that we've done that and we've done all the other tracks several times, one more track pick from me and then it's off to random. Yeah, you need to check Mario Kart World Records. That's probably the best source if you want to know any world record in any Mario Kart game. The leaderboards are always going to have something off to them. Like you can't do that with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U anymore. The leaderboards are just riddled with hackers and Nintendo just doesn't give a shit about that version of the game. Literally any world record, as far as those leaderboards are concerned, is just like 0 minutes. Had the same thing going on in Mario Kart Wii actually. Same exploit took place. I think actually the best controlled leaderboards that Nintendo has at the moment by themselves is the deluxe ones. Because you have to pay to get onto those, and any hacker who I think is found on those at the moment, they're moderating them, so they'll just be removed and obviously banned. Not worth wasting your time on. That was close. Oh my god. It's not helpful. It's the worst item it could have given. One of the worst items it could have given me. Best I needed shrooms so I can cut over there. Well, there you go. They butchered Goldmine, they actually fucked the track. I completely forgot Goldmine was in Mario Kart 8 because it's on the DLCs. It's one that definitely works well, but I think with all of the DLC tracks, all of the retros, they went a little bit overboard with Mario Kart 8ifying them. And Goldmine definitely isn't innocent from that by any means. Never owned a Wii, so I have no opinion on that. Just watch a video and take a look. See what you think of the track. Wouldn't really work with the physics in Mario Kart 8 anyways. It may not work with the physics in Mario Kart 8, but at least, like, it would be cool if they designed the track to actually make it work. As if you, like, you know, you could take a glider ramp over there and they made the size of the rock wider, so you could sort of launch, jump onto it and then use a shroom, and then they have that little ridge bit at the end. You know, where it's like, it was an unintentional shortcut in Mario Kart Wii, but they made it an actual shortcut in Mario Kart 8 where you can just sort of shroom and trick off of it. It'd be cool if they actually did that also with the rock hop on Mario Kart 8. Nope. Fun is not allowed. Oh, come on. Always interesting when you collide on that section. I got a shroomless blue shell dodge on that once. On Mario Kart Wii, not on this game. My own green shell. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Oh god, yeah, the collision outcome is horrible on this. You do like a triple backflip or something and it just sends you flying all over the place. Way over the top for any sort of collision. Definitely I'm not a fan of that. Oh god, they reduced it back down again in Mario Kart 8. Really well placed bananas, but I just am not that far ahead. Oh, and this is not Mario Kart Wii. I used to play Mario Kart 7 a bunch in elementary and middle school. My goodness, I was not young enough to do that. Yeah, there's no stopping in that. You know, you can't even really like brake drift sort of thing on standstill, can you? Right. I'm going to continue going until DS Airship Fortress is picked, I think. What's your favourite Rainbow Road, and what do you hope for in the next game, if there hopefully is one? I'm not a fan of most Rainbow Roads, so it's very tricky. All of them have flaws, massive flaws. If I were to pick any of them, it would either be the GCN version or the Wii version. Because SNES and GBA are very bland. N64 is too long. Mario Kart 7 is actually alright. I just hate that one big turn at the end. Actually, I guess that makes Mario Kart Wii kind of really weirdly done as well, because there's just that random half-pipe section in the last third of the track. Doesn't make any sense. I don't like that. Definitely not a fan of that crap. Pretty sure that guy was going out of his way on purpose to star me. I don't know if I'm being paranoid or not, because I've been experiencing trolls in this room, trolls in these worldwides today, or if that's literally he just stopped once with a tail and that's just a coincidence that he hits me every now and then, but still, it kind of feels like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. We played this track a lot today. For like the third or fourth time. Third at most, I think. Neil doesn't seem to be enjoying it too much either. Come on. I think if my parents were more lenient, I believe I could hold my own 8D Mogi Lounge. I don't know how that would work, but I guess so. 3DS Rainbow Road is easily my favourite, while SNES Dickwood Road is my least. Yeah, I'm quite far behind on chat now, aren't I? Goodness. I think I like Wii's most, but I kind of hate them all, yeah. I mean, I haven't really properly played the GCN one in its own game. My only experience with that game is in CTGP, so there you go. I'm so set in stone until now about how the record being 205 because it said so right there in the game itself. There you go. Yeah. Never trust the game, unfortunately, unless it's deluxe or Mario Kart Wii via CTGP. Actually, sometimes, in some cases, CTGP has even lied. But that's because of the user setting a record without using CTGP. That green shell go. I wonder who it's going to hit. Hopefully not me. Almost hit me. Good God. What are you cheering for? I was lucky. Right. I think doing it once and doing respawn can be the easiest way of beating the Expert Staff Ghost. You mean on GV, on Expert Staff Ghost stuff? Because that would only work. That would only work on lap 3. You have to do it 2 for 2 on the rock hop, and then lap 3 you have to respawn. The real record is 202, then why isn't it on the game? Well, either the player who set it hasn't uploaded it to the database, or Nintendo isn't updating the leaderboards properly. But this game, like I said, is a very rushed game. There are a lot of aspects that haven't been done correctly. You don't have a proper friend playing system online. You can't make friend rooms or any stuff like that. It has to be through communities and whatnot. So it wouldn't surprise me if they don't have a proper implemented leaderboard system either. You can't download any friends ghosts either. It just chooses, I think what it does is it chooses a random 7 that happen to be faster than your first set ghosts, and it just displays those to you. But even then, I time trialed Melody Motorway recently and got the 2-minute sub by quite a landslide. And yeah, I just don't have any ghosts other than the staff ghosts. They're the only ones there. Why? Like MC3DS, Peach Garden should get a better Expert Staff Ghost. You're asking the wrong person. Well, you're not actually asking a question, you're just saying your opinion, but I don't know. Maybe it deserves a better Expert Staff Ghost. A lot of the tracks do. I mean, DS Handy's Garden, Expert Staff Ghost is a 159.5 by Brett. So you technically have a better Expert Staff Ghost on a better version of the track. Lol. Still haven't got a goal on it. easy on Peach Gardens. Maybe because the players don't have a Nintendo network or stable internet connection. Maybe, but I think my answer is more correct because the game just doesn't have a proper way of displaying codes. Oh my goodness. That was weird. Whoa, that is a mess. What the hell? What on earth happened there? I have no idea. Ooh, I didn't know you could go down here. My other question would be, if they don't have either of them, then why let people into the time trials at all? Because it's always been an aspect of Mario Kart since the very, very first one. Why just cut it out of the game entirely? People obviously like them, and even if there wasn't a proper time trial aspect, I'm sure people would try and find a way to document the fastest times driven on a track somehow. World record for Shy Guy Bazaar hasn't been 205 since 2011. There you go. Offline players' times do count as much as online players, so what? They can't upload their time anyway. As long as they can record a video and send it to somebody and show it, then it should technically count. But then again, well, the Mario Kart DS community didn't seem to agree when Tom got a record in Mario Kart DS, and they thought Tom was an alias of his friends. I'm pretty sure you've heard this story before, Soup or Soups. Also, hello Aiden. I apologise, I probably got to you super late just then. I'm really far behind on chat, but hello. I hope you're still around, and thank you. I am in an interesting mindset tonight. We're just waiting for DSS at Fortress to be picked, and I'm probably going to be done with these races. We've had a lot of running-ins with trolls and hackers tonight, so it's not been the best, and I'm super paranoid, and I'm pretty sure this guy up front here is a troll as well, or at least a partial troll, stopping to troll me every now and then. He has stopped to troll me every now and then with these things, but otherwise I think it's going well. We've got nearly 896 in here, the one and only, playing Mario Kart 7. go. Alright, let's carry on. Many people in the community there are many people in the time trialing community in 8 Deluxe, for example, that don't do online at all. Oh, you mean playing online? Yeah, no, that's definitely the case. Take me, for example. I time trial Mario Kart Wii and I barely play online in that game at all. In fact, you were lucky enough to have me playing online in Deluxe yesterday for my stream. And on Mario Kart Wii as well. Alberto, the guy who doesn't do world records in Mario Kart 8D, does not do online play at all. The D1 team that's all the best Spanish players and some well-known time trialers. Nice. Like K4i. I've not heard that name in ages, my god. I just don't realise that you could just do time trials anytime with or without internet. Yeah, it's a feature of the game, so why not? Last time I played Mario Kart 7 apart from this year was ages ago. Fair enough. I mean, if that time was an old world record that you have downloaded on your 3DS, then you might, the last time you time trialed or played Mario Kart 7 may have been 2011. If it is indeed the same record. The only way you can really check is if you check the name of the oh, he's a red shells. Check the name of the guy and see if it matches what shows on the Mario Kart 7 world record history. Oh, I almost got hit by those things. That was a really interestingly placed banana. I should have held on to that. No, I got hit by it. I knew I would get screwed over by that in the end. I played both Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8 yesterday with Sean. Yes, you did. Even after the other Sean ruined the entire stream. Also haven't played Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7 for ages though. I still didn't even know that you had it, Suplayed, or if you did tell me, I definitely don't remember it. You just played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now. There you go. Well, you've got Mario Kart 8 in your name, so that doesn't surprise me. My 3DS consoles all suck at working. Fair enough. That's probably why. Mario Kart Wii official leaderboards also sucked. They did. I mentioned that earlier. They were riddled with hackers and a lot of the true times weren't on there. So it was up to the fan base really to create working leaderboards for that. One last question, I'll stop with the questions. What does that message above the bottom screen from... What's that message above the bottom screen from Backgammon Master? That's Soupblade. He called me terrible. So Soupblade in chat would usually keep complimenting me all the time. And I would be like, stop complimenting me, god damn it, I'm a terrible person. And then one day I did actually annoy him with something. Oh, it was a clip of a streamer that we both watch called Leanne Heff. I got her to say that I was terrible. And I set it as my sub alert notification. And Soupblade, I think, was like, no, you're not terrible. That was lucky. Wow. And then I irritated with him and he responded with that, and so I print screened it and then put it on there. Now he just goes with it. He just says, hi Sean, you're terrible, whenever he comes into the stream or something. Oh, my back. I'm not sat in a good position. How do you avoid all those? Damn it, that Luigi stole the win. Oh. Nintendo Online in general is so backwards. Yeah. There was an Excite Bike Arena time that was hacked and they removed it like 2 weeks later. Wait, on Deluxe? Well, I thought they were a bit more persistent with that, but there you go. At least they removed it though. At least the Wii U Online was free, so yeah. I feel like there should be a limit to 1 blue shell and 1 lightning per race. Sometimes there are, but it depends on how bad or good the players are doing. Or at least as far as I'm concerned regarding Mario Kart Wii. Oh hey, last race. Awesome. That was an interesting trick. Oh, the leaf. I hate the leaf. My god, thank god they removed it from this game. Why? He was... I swear that guy's trying to troll. Right, that's a GG from me. Oh. Right, I'll catch up on chat and then I'll do something else. Well, not do something else on stream, but like, yeah. Okay. Let's see, what was that? When I played Super Mario Maker 2 online, someone's Aussie internet decided to fuck up the entire thing. Wow. I mean, that's the same when we play Mario Maker, all four of us together. Me, Neil, Bradley, and then Gamer. Yeah, we usually get quite a bit of input lag if it's all four of us together. It's quite sad, actually. Hopefully we don't get that tomorrow. I remember there was one race I had alone where the same computer got 2 or 3 blue shells that race. That sounds annoying. It's always bad in Super Mario Maker 2. The players' locations are pretty much irrelevant. No, the players' locations make a difference, because me, Ningamer, and Bradley were able to play without any input lag just fine, and as soon as Nil joined the room, the game slowed down a lot. I mean, it's a little bit laggy when it's me, Nil, and just one other person, but if it's all four of us together, then it's not great. Yes, I'm very far behind. There's a lot of documentation on YouTube of Super Mario Maker 2's multiplayer being garbage. I actually need to go, so good luck on the worldwides. Thank you, Soupplade. You probably left about half an hour ago, but thank you for stopping by and supporting as per usual. Take it easy, and I hope you have a good night and whatnot. Yes, Mario Maker 2. Get to this message 10 years later, then you're terrible. Yep, yes I am. Before I go, I need to show you guys a picture. Oh god, is it the wedding? Let's see. Jesus Lord, how far behind am I? I'm really far behind. What the fuck? Hey! You got a waistcoat on. Is this a waistcoat? You're all dressed up to go somewhere. It's like a prom or something. Nice. Looking good. Maybe it is preparation for the wedding. Who knows? Let's see. I love wearing sweaters above dress shirts, so I thought I'd take a picture. Fair enough. Dress shirt, that's what it is. Awesome. Right, soup is gone. A soup voice reveal for the wedding. Oh my goodness. Is it weird how every time I get a lucky 7 it's in 4th or 5th? No, because that's probably where the lucky 7 item roulette resides. Where it's most probable to get the item. Because that's how the items would work in all of the Mario Karts, actually. You have a certain statistic to try and get them in one place rather than another. Because it wouldn't be very fair if you could get a lucky 7 just randomly in first about 3 times in a row, would it? It definitely wouldn't be very lucky then getting it. Hello, Jim Radish. You probably came in about an hour ago, so I apologise on only greeting you to the stream, but welcome nonetheless to me catching up on chat. This is the stream. Oh, Soup's back. What on earth? Are you using Satira emulator? Nope, this is a real 3DS. I don't know if you can actually play this game online on an actual emulator or not. I definitely don't know it for sure if you can. But this is a 3DS with a capture card inbuilt. Which Soup played answered the question for me anyways. I do not know if there's a way to play Worldwide Races on an emulator. I would think there probably would be a way theorized. But it will probably be quite tricky and you won't be able to do it just off the generic download of the emulator and game patch. It's similar to getting onto WiiMFi using Dolphin. You need I'm pretty sure you need a specific ISO patch for that. Right, there we go. How pathetic does any living human being on this planet have to be to feel the need to hack in a 9-year-old handheld racing game? I mean, you can ask that question just as much as you can say, how pathetic do you have to be to hack in a nearly 13-year-old console Mario Kart game? Because people still also try and do it in Mario Kart Wii. I don't know, people just I think there's a certain type of people in this world who just get a high, just get a kick out of really frustrating people, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's hacking or trolling, or anything of the like. Like they just really enjoy seeing other people suffer as a consequence, and Mario Kart 7, or just Mario Kart in general, is filled with those types of people because it's a lot of the time those people come into the communities and everything as arrogant little kids who have already gone to hell and back for grinding and beating their friends in something and grinding and beating their family in the game. They just want to try and get a kick out of beating random people online too. And if you don't get, and what better and easier lazy ass way to do it than to hack. And I think as most people probably have a 3DS, most kids just get given one by their parents, you know, it's quite easily just fit it in your pocket, carry it around with you, easily in hand's reach, and quite easy to hack as well, so yeah. Hacking to win, I can't even imagine being fun in the slightest. It's like, congrats, you removed all this semblance of challenging and sense of achievement from the game. But I guess it's also kind of getting back at that. If you are always screwed over or find it hard to succeed normally, then you're kind of just getting back at that aspect of the game, but at the same time ruining other people's fun with it, which is a shame. You play a lot online in December. I did not. I played twice in Mario Kart Wii, if that's what you're talking about. Mario Kart 7 and Deluxe got a lot of me playing online though, in November and December. But that's about it. Worldwides in Mario Kart 7 are only really being done because I'm trying to get to a VR goal so I can unlock something. Yeah, why did Asterix ruin the entire stream? This has got to be the most that Sean's been behind on stream. Well, you guys didn't stop talking while I was in the middle of the races. Now I have to get through, but I'm responding to everything. Not going to finish till I have. Hopefully. No, Soup Plate, that is not relevant. Haven't even left yet. You haven't. You're still here. Why are you still here? I'm half an hour behind? Oh my god. Jesus. At least he isn't being spammed with random questions like he is on his YouTube streams. Well, to be fair, I wasn't too surprised that happened because, first of all, the guy that popped by and was asking all those questions was obviously a little kid. He didn't know how to be patient, first of all, and would often ask the same question while I was in the middle of a race and not reading chat. He would often completely ignore some of my answers, like with the Funky Kong shit that he kept asking most of the time. But I also don't really stream that often on YouTube, and if anyone asks me any questions in the comments, if it doesn't feel like there's any relevance to it, then I don't usually respond. Whereas on YouTube stream, as that's the main sort of the primary thing that you're interacting with on a live stream is the chat, then you kind of feel a little obligated to at least answer some of the questions. But it was a bit over the top and annoying, but I didn't really care. I was in a good mood. I was making an exception for it that day. Yeah. Arguably worse earlier as well. He turned up an hour before the stream and he was talking as if the stream was going on. It was really weird. The only reason I pay for Switch Online is to play the few decent modes in Splatoon 2 and Salmon Run and the NES games like Dr. Mario. Fair enough. If you have a reason and the online is worth paying for in that regard, then you can do it. I'm part of a family plan and I haven't actually given the person I'm part of a family plan with the money yet that I owe for this year, so I need to do that before he's like, fuck you, and just kicks me off. Do you like the rain? Oh yeah, that was a really weird question. Do you like coronavirus? Of course I do. It's fucking fantastic. You know, because oh my god, you know how much I was living outside and yet I was happy and everything about traveling to my volunteering and having a life and seeing friends, and how I was talking about how, you know, I had dreams and I could actually sleep well, and, you know, the coronavirus thankfully came along and made me miserable like I always wanted. But the last 10 months of my shitty life, it's just got worse, you know? So of course I like it. Yeah, no. He also asked me if I had any friends. I laughed at that question. I was like, of course not. Fucking hell. Stupid kids. Oh my goodness. Some kids should not be allowed on YouTube. You had that Oscar kid who was playing Mario Kart with me who was 12, who had turned 12 the day before. Literally, that means he was 2 years old. He'd only lived for 2 years. The day before I had made my YouTube channel. That's fucking weird. He's younger than Mario Kart fucking Wii, for God's sake. And he was sat there watching and playing Deluxe with me, right there in the flesh and blood. Just playing. And doing well as well. He beat me a good amount of times. I think we were quite even on score. He's 10 years younger than me. Over 10 years younger. It fucks with my mind, and I'm pretty sure Lorenzo, asking all those questions, was a lot younger. He acted a lot younger. What I was really hoping for as well, when Jake was throwing a little hissy fit about not having the ability to do a Jake and Tell in the YouTube stream because I didn't want him to, I was really hoping that a younger viewer would just tell him to grow up, because that would have just made the whole stream worth it. If Jake was like, read my goddamn messages, and then Lorenzo was like, grow up, Jake. Just... I was picturing it in my head and I just wanted to see that happen so badly. Oh, it would have been fantastic. It'd have been the best thing ever. And I would have not had him let that go either. I would have print screened it. I'd have shared it to Bradley. I would have framed it on the fridge. It'd have been the best day ever. Oh my goodness, right. Oh, what else? To play Super Mario Kart Online multiplayer technically on Switch. There's an online friend feature for SNES and NES online games, isn't there? I think so. I think I've seen Bradley do that a couple of times with Polar, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to ask him. I wouldn't be playing now anyway, since it's 1:35 in the morning. Wow, that shows how far behind I am if I'm reading that at 1:50 in the morning. So there you go. But I've caught up a little bit. These days it honestly feels like you can't even talk about half of the spin-off Mario series anymore without a fight breaking out. I mean, well, everybody's entitled to their opinions. You can't really talk about anything without a fight breaking out. I mean, apparently, I'm not allowed to dislike the new Wario Stadium in CTGP. I'm not allowed to prefer the old one. There's someone who comments about it on Bradley's channel every now and then in the memes section. I just go on there every now and then and they'll be like, Handy still not liking Wario Stadium, just in the memes. And I'm just like, leave me alone. I don't like the new version. It just doesn't work for me. It is shit as well. Let's see. Hey guys, X character is the best in Smash. Yes. Hello, Bradley. How long have you been here for? Welcome to my stream. How many ad breaks have you been able to run during the time that I've been chatting? Let's see if he's run anybody. Anybody. Let's see if he's run anybody. An entire person of ads. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're looking forward for tomorrow, because I am. I haven't been in a Discord call with Chrisdraw for over 5 years. Like, I was talking to Nil about it earlier, and I was looking at the chart that I have back here for all the NAS results. Chrisdraw was in the first 3 rooms of NAS out of 24, and that was it. That's all he joined in for. That was early, that was like mid-ish 2015, before I'd even left school properly. That was the last time I called with Chris, so it's going to be a very interesting time. Yeah, well, this is the furthest behind I've ever been. But people just kept chatting while I was in the races, and I just couldn't read while racing. Thankfully half of these are all emotes. Hello, Chavis! I don't know when you got here, but hello. Hope I'm not too late. You are technically at the end of the stream, but I don't know when the end actually will be. It'll probably be in the next 20 minutes from now, once I've caught up on chat. My computer was having malfunctioning issues, but then I fixed them. That's good to hear. I hope you're doing well. Sorry I'm only greeting you now. An hour behind? Oh god, I hope not. I don't think I'm that far behind. I think I caught up. I'm not that far behind. How long has he been babbling on? Probably about 20 minutes now, but we'll see. It's not over until it's over. You You mean he's half an hour behind? I just got here. I'm half an hour behind on chat, and I'm reading every message. Because, you know, why not? So we could be here until 4 AM. Don't jinx it, maybe. It depends who else shows up and decides to waffle on about shit. Fuck this, I'm running an ad. I knew he would do it. I knew that would be the case. No, don't run an ad. What are you complaining about, Soupblade? You're subbed. You don't get ads. You're fine. Shit, I forgot I was banned. Chat, you've been saved. Wait, can you not run ads anymore? That's interesting. I didn't even know. Well, I must fix that. Oh, there we go. Okay, this looks a more recent. Bradley spamming say my name. Bradley, yes. I'm not mentally insane. That rhymes with the last thing you said. Say my name. I'm not mentally insane. If you say it like that, then you are. Play Mario Kart Wii. Oh god, I don't want to play that. I've still got the Wii here, so I technically could, but no. I'm going to throw it away tomorrow. It's going in the bin, and by the bin, I mean downstairs. Bradley knows the pain. Imagine asking Bradley to play Minecraft. Why would you even want to do that? You know Bradley would just slag off the game for about 10 hours in a Fortnite stream instead. Playing Minecraft is a chore. I have nightmares now. It's why I stay up until 4 AM. About Minecraft? Did I tell you? Were you here when I spoke about my dreams earlier, Soup? I had a recent one with Emma in it recently, and I was talking with Lord Soup about how I had a dream where I was on an empty train, just completely in the dark, and it was going around and stopping at all the stations by itself, with me the only passenger on it. Oh, it was so weird. This isn't the same dream as the one I had last night, though, the one with Emma. That was like a tease dream, where I finally met her after like 10 months of not seeing anybody out of this blasted lockdown. And then, yeah, I woke up, realised it was a dream, and I'm like, oh shit, I want to kill myself. It's just, yeah, you know, one of those dreams. Oh, here's the read my messages spam. /brand date JQNC. Shall I make that a chat reward for 100 chat points? I think Bradley wants you to read his messages. Ranting / storytelling complete resume chat catch up. I do not know what that's in reference to, but it refers to everything quite nicely. Bradley, can I dislike Minecraft? Yes. You can dislike whatever you want to dislike. I gotta go because there's something I gotta do. See you guys later. Take it easy then, Frank. Thank you for stopping by and chatting today. I hope it was worth waiting for my responses for about half an hour. And as far as I'm concerned, you're not even gone yet. So there you go. Or gone until now. Hello, Jake. Sean, you're terrible. Thanks. What's happening tomorrow? What is happening tomorrow? I don't know. What have I said so far? Is it the control? Yeah, the controller wedding's happening tomorrow. God damn it, Soup. And you're going to print off pictures of my face and everything. It's going to be both weird but satisfying. Just as long as you don't make me kiss anything or anyone, I would be fine. Please. Thank you. Although you said you wouldn't be weird with what we spoke about in the last stream, so I kind of trust you. Not entirely there, I'm afraid, but you know. He isn't going to read your message for another 20 minutes. I mean, Jake Jake was the first one here, and I was like, Jake, no. That was my response. Jake was the first one here, and I don't think he was even here to see that message. Sean, I can't run ads. Oh, so that's where the ad talk is. Well, Bradley, just do it anyway. God damn it. Stop making excuses. Does it remove... I assume that means it removed you as like an editor or something. I'll sort that out. I don't know how... well, actually, no. I don't know how to re-add you as an editor. Can you just do like /editor and then do the name? Either or, it'll take me about 30 minutes till I get an answer to that question. So here we go. And Jake redeemed the ad thing anyway, so cool. Bradley playing Minecraft. No, Bradley's talking about not playing it. Look, we spoke about it too much already. He's going to make a Fortnite stream where he's saying like, Minecraft is shit. Let's play a better game. That's literally going to be the title of his next stream. In fact, by the time I get to the end of this chat, he would have already been streaming for 8 hours, just that game. And I would have hosted him eventually. And he'd be like, oh, you finally caught up on chat then, you dick. That would be it. Rather play Mario Sunshine than Minecraft. Fair enough. I want to see you play Mario Sunshine, so I'm going to hold you to that now. Not about Minecraft. No, I haven't heard about that dream. Ooh, this sounds like it was a recent response. I might be somewhat caught up. So, the dream. I don't know which dream it was about. The one that I had with Emma involved was basically I saw Emma in person. You know how I was supposed to I've said this to death already, how I was supposed to see her band last week or something before Christmas perform in London, but then the tier system changed and everything went kaput, and my 3DS ran out of battery because I was taking so long. It was a blue light once I finished the worldwides. It ran out of battery because I took so long. Fuck's sake. Well, there you go. Yeah. So you know I was going to see Emma's band performing in London. Well, I had a dream where I met up with her. Just at the shop round the corner, and it was great. You know, we hugged each other, we chatted and catched up as if just like we usually would in person. It was nice, it was affectionate, it was comforting. And then I woke up in bed and I realised I hadn't seen anyone for the last 10 months, and I cried. That was the dream. But it was actually fine. That was better than most of my dreams. Most of my dreams usually reside in me roaming an environment completely empty and unpopulated. So there's no people, there's no cars, all the buildings are there but with the lights off and everything, and it's usually nighttime. It's just weird. Those are most of my dreams if I have them at all. So it was nice to have a dream with an actual person in it for once. Once I came around to the idea of that, I felt a little better. So I'm happy with that. But it was still kind of ridiculous. And the other dream that I was talking about with Lord Soup was basically just that, where I was in a train in the middle of the night. And you know when you're usually on a train in the dark, they have lights on, and because you don't need street lamps to light a railway, it's usually just completely pitch black outside. So it's kind of like the windows acted like mirrors, and you just see a repeated pattern of inside the train until you pull up at a station. Well, in the dream, the lights were off, so you could see everything very well around you, and I was the only one in there. There's one situation where I got on the train earlier than the driver, and I could see into the cab at the front, so I kind of know roughly what it looks like. And in the dream, I recreated the cab, but there was no driver. The train was just driving itself and stopping at all the stations and everything. And then I think I followed that up with another dream, talking earlier. This one involved Bradley in it, because I do remember there was a point where I just had a really horrible Friday, where the public transport had just been screwing me over all day, and there was one point where I was late going into the studio, so I had to run to the studio from the station and not get any food, because I missed the first train that I was supposed to get on, which gets me there like an hour early. And then I missed the train back home, so I didn't get home until like 11:30 or some shit. And I remember, I don't know if Bradley remembers this at all or anything, but I remember writing a big paragraph out to Bradley in DMs, just basically taking it out on my own travel anxiety, saying how I just didn't feel optimistic that we would meet or anything, because I would just let myself down in that regard. And then to top it all off, the dream that I had the following night was me and Bradley meeting in person for the first time. And I woke up the next morning and just realised it wasn't real, and it physically made me sick almost. It was disgusting. The worst type of dream you could possibly have. Anyways, back onto the chat catch-up. I probably got 40 minutes behind now because of that one chat, so let's go. Let's continue. My dreams are about relationships and myself. I would hate that shit if that was about me. Oh my god. I've had dreams about crushes before. And I'm not going to go into much more detail about that, but they're usually very rejection heavy based. So yeah, let's carry on. My dreams are about small blue men jump scaring me. Yep. My dream is people in orange jumpsuits doing the floss. That sounds terrifying. And I would break anybody's legs if they did that in person to me. I'm always scared of how I am most days. I believe I am a bad person by who... Wait. I'm always scared of how I am most days. I don't think I believe I am a bad person by who I am, but my dreams don't say that. I didn't get any sleep last night. Yeah, I get what you mean. My dreams, as far as I'm concerned, are just saying that I'm a lonely bastard. That's how I take those most of the time. What else? I literally just pressed, like, Jake, I literally just opened the software and then opened the capture card viewing software, or or turn on the console if it's the Wii or the Switch to start off the stream. I'm not prepared for anything else yet. Like, literally, I just set that up and then start streaming, so you have something to look at while I wait. And then I set up everything else. I set up the microphone. I set up myself. So I have a drink ready at the side, which is almost gone, by the way. And then I clean my glasses. I kind of move a few things around the room. So I set my tablet to on charge. And I look on the Discord server for a little bit as well. Sometimes I promote the streams. But hey, you don't expect anybody to turn up literally a second after I start the stream. So it gives people time to turn up. It makes some sense as to why I do it. Go to your dashboard. Dashboard community roles manager. Thanks, Bradley. Dashboard community roles manager. Bradley, editor. Done. Happy? There we go. Right. Carrying on. Judging by your issues, I think you need to get laid. Maybe. I'll deal with that when I get to it, if I ever get to it. I haven't got to the end of the chat yet, so who knows if I'll ever get to it. May I recommend someone to get you laid? I don't know if I want to know the answer to that question. Soup laid. There we go. Don't take this out of context. I'm just going to ignore it entirely, I think. Dreams with me in them always end sexual. I hope not. Mine didn't. Mine was... I was just Wait, where were we? Oh, God. I think we were in the car, Bradley. I think we were in the car in my last stream. I had with you in them. When you buying me the HDMI switcher, the Elgato is pissing me off. I can buy it for you right tomorrow. If you want me to. Do you want me to ship it right to you straight from Amazon? I still got your address. I don't know if I have it correctly. Did you ever get my Christmas card thing, Bradley? Because the weird thing that happened, I sent one to Neil, and I sent one to you, and I sent one to Jacob and Jordan. I assume Neil hasn't received his yet because he's in America. And then Jacob sent me a picture on Christmas Day, and he had just received the fucking envelope. Something happened to the card. It just wasn't in the envelope anymore, and yet the Royal Mail decided to slap a sticker on the back of it and just send him a goddamn empty envelope. It was disgusting. I was so annoyed. Oh, okay. The only decent product is the Steam Deck. Does anyone else genuinely do a proper Steam Deck at all? Or is it just Elgato who do one? Shagging in the car. Okay, now that sounds like I'm more up to date. Maybe. I mean, I don't have a thing for doing it in a car, so it's not the most ideal place I would choose. That's for sure. I literally got it Christmas Eve. That was really well timed then. You're welcome. Thank God. It is cock o'clock. Well, is it cock o'clock? No. But it is 2 o'clock. Fuck. And I am caught up. Congratulations. How long did that take me? An hour. It took me an hour. I swear it was like 1:11 when I stopped playing online or something. Or when I stopped scrolling through the chat automatically. Congrats, Sean. It took you 2 hours to catch up on the chat. And acknowledge the most recent comment. Thanks. Read your messages. No. But I just contradicted it by saying no. There you go. Where the ads ran. Where the ads run. I assume that's a yes. There you go. Anyways. Well. That being said, I think it's time to end off stream then. Sorry that took ages. But it doesn't surprise anybody, right? I am ready to die now. Also, Souplade, why are you still here? I said goodbye to you like an hour ago. Go away! It's fine. Anyway, is there anybody on Mario Kart 7 we can raid today? Let's take a look. I assume not. Nope, there is not. So, who am I following? Tomothy dear, I think Tom is worth the host for tonight. Shall we? I've been here half a fucking hour and you've only just caught up. Yep. You proud of me, Bradley? You're going live, JK. Okay. Right. The host message to Tom will be, Tom, I love you. That's what we're going with tonight. Otherwise, I apologise for keeping everybody up for an extra hour of their life. I apologise for wasting another hour of everybody's lives by not getting to them quick enough, but I hope it was worth it. Souplade, I'm looking forward to the wedding video tomorrow. If you get it finished by tomorrow, it will be the first thing I do when I get on stream. Wait, do the wedding video. No. It will be the first thing I show when I start up stream. Tomorrow, we're following on our normal routine. I'll be on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe time trialing. 200cc Mario Kart Meadows. Moo fucking Milk Meadows. But yes, we'll be doing that, and it will be fun, I hope. Otherwise, thank you everybody for watching. I hope it wasn't too cringy, sitting here waiting for me to catch up. If I get it finished by tomorrow, it'll be amazing. In all seriousness, Souplay, don't rush it. Let it happen when it happens, you know? You know. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to host Tom. If you want to watch some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from me tomorrow, then stop by tomorrow. If you want to watch some Mario Kart 7 from me, then wait till the day after. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Oh, also tell me how the audio sounded. I'm using the new interface. So hopefully it sounded better than the Icicle shit. But yeah, I'll stop procrastinating now. Hosting Tom. See you again later. Tell him that I love him, and I'll see you again later.